The woman raised her sniper scope, only to realize that the person on the other end was herself, and judging by the sight, she had already been shot. To help his wife Danny recover from the trauma of losing their son, the couple decided to take a vacation in the forest. But Danny wandered deep into the woods alone, and suddenly, a bullet grazed past her. Startled, she quickly dodged behind cover, yet the unseen shooter fired again. Danny's instincts kicked in, and she immediately returned fire. But when she looked through her scope, she saw something impossible. The person shooting at her was herself, limping and running away. Wounded and shaken, Danny returned to the family's cabin in the woods. But no matter how she tried, she couldn't calm down. What she had seen earlier was undeniably herself. She sat in silence until nightfall, when her husband Al, worried about her, persuaded her to join him for a barbecue. Her brother-in-law Eddie tried to lighten the mood, but as soon as he stood up, he accidentally burned his right hand.
Whoa, oh, hey.
Important detail, his right hand was burned. Eddie rushed to his room to bandage the burn, while Al and Danny lost their appetite. As Danny entered her room, she saw Eddie leaving, yet a second later, another Eddie walked in through the back door. Completely stunned, Danny began to wonder if she was losing her mind after witnessing two bizarre events in one day. That night, she couldn't stop thinking about the version of herself who had shot her earlier. Unable to sleep, she took her rifle and knife and decided to return to the forest. Soon, she arrived at the same restricted area she'd found earlier. The rusted gate, covered in bullet marks and a warning sign, loomed before her. Decades ago, the forest had been used for dangerous experiments, but after they were shut down, no one had returned. Ignoring the warning, Danny stepped forward. Looking down, she noticed 4 bloody fingerprints smeared across the railing. The blood was fresh. Without hesitation, she climbed through the gate. Not long after, she realized something strange. The trees ahead seemed to form a doorway-like arch. Cautiously, Danny examined it as she stepped through, unaware of what it meant for her fate. But soon after entering, she found the path oddly familiar. Moments later, she stumbled upon the same arch of trees again. Danny was completely confused. She was sure she had just passed through this exact spot, but when she turned back, there was no other path. She had no choice but to go forward again. This time, she tied her late mother's scarf tightly around a branch at the archway as a marker. After walking for a while, she noticed footprints on the ground, so she carved marks on the trees, just in case she got lost. But even with her precautions, something inexplicable happened. She once again found herself standing at the same tree arch, but the scarf she tied there was gone. Danny froze, completely disoriented. Fear crept in as she realized she might be trapped in something far beyond her understanding. Panicking, she turned and ran, but once inside, escape was impossible. A thick fog rolled in around her, and in terror, Danny began running blindly through the mist,